Hi, and welcome to the channel. My name is Matt. Thanks for stopping by and spending a little bit of time here to check things out. Today I want to do the top 5 CNFT market update. And first, let's go over volume. So last week I talked about volume and how it was actually starting to get pretty good. And by pretty good, I mean better than this mess over here in late March, April, May, and early June. So we saw some pockets over here, and it's still not looking that bad. So is the volume getting better? Is it not? That's kind of the question. So far, it's looking decent, but we need a few more pockets to happen, like in a couple days, just to see what's going to actually go off. The risk mint a few days ago actually did fairly okay. I ended up minting and flipping on the first day just because I'm not really in touch with their vision. Like as far as risk, it's a fun game. I've played it before, but is it something I would spend time with now? I don't have the time, so there's no way possible. Plus, it's a long-term vision, so for me, it was a flip. I know other people who are holding, and that's totally cool. I know they're doing an airdrop pretty soon, so I think you had to hold from mint day. I don't know when the first snapshot was, but it was somewhere around mint day, and then August 15th is that second snapshot, and that will give you that extra risk on top of what you already own. So that's if that's your play, that's not a bad play. It's just not my play. So anyway, you have the mints that are going fairly okay, and that's good to see, and that's why I use that as an example, because that's what you want to see if you want to see volume come back in. You want to see new mints do well, and then you want to see some of the established projects do well also. So anyway, let's get into the top 5. And you can see number 1 is EarthNode, which is interesting, a little surprising, but interesting. Number 2 is Ape Society. Number 3, Cornucopias Valley Raceworx. Number 4, Tappy by Taptools. Number 5, the book token Gutenberg Bible. And then if we go to the rest, we have Clay Nation, Cardano Crocs Club, Cornucopias Land, the Cabins by the Ape Society, Chilled Kongs. I'm not sure how to even pronounce that. And then book.io, that's one of the books, last of them something. Not Mohicans, but something else. So anyway, let's get into the top 5. Number 1 is EarthNode. EarthNode is if you own, I don't know the number, I think it's 60,000 World Mobile token. You can buy an EarthNode and you can be a node operator on that. That's how it works. I don't know how much exactly World Mobile token you have to own. So if you're interested, join the project, ask questions. But anyway, EarthNode, you can see that it did chop around here. It came down into the 60s, actually into the 59,000 for a little bit, mostly in the 60s and then 70s, and now you're seeing it start to pump a little bit, and right now it's around that 90,000, low 90,000 range, which is very interesting. I guess 111,000 you'd want to see it pump above if it's going to actually start doing something, but it's good to see it starting to pump, so that's good for the overall market. I think World Mobile, if I can say that correctly, actually doing good things in the space. So like I said, if you're interested, check that out. There is only 1,000 EarthNodes, so there's only going to be 1,000 node operators ever to happen, and some of these will probably just stay on the secondary market, so they'll be a little bit less than 1,000 most likely. Number 2, Ape Society. Ape Society, 250,000 all-time high sell and a 5,200 floor price. So Ape Society, they're definitely holding that floor, and you can see here it's been very ugly. Like it could get a little bit uglier, but it's been very, very ugly. So you can see mid 4,000s. It did jump here. It came right back down, and now it's trying to hold above that 5,000 level. If it breaks 5,000, I could easily see it hop around inside of that 4,000 to 5,000 range. I don't think that would, scare too many people. I think that would be totally fine. I don't think it does go below 3,000. I've said that before. I'm a human, and I definitely reserve the right to be wrong, because humans what's the one guarantee? You're going to be wrong at some point. You're probably going to be right at some point. But wrong and right does not a good analysis make. It's so that's kind of what I'm thinking for this one. If it does drop below 5,000, that 4,500 mark is going to be a big level. 4,000 is going to be a level. If it breaks 4,000, then I'm going to be a little bit leery overall. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. I think is this a good spot to pick up an Ape Society? I would think so. I don't think it's going that much lower. So far, 4,500 is the floor. From what we've seen over the past, actually all year. So 2023, 4,500 is the floor. So we'll see what happens now. If we're starting to get more volume in, then I don't think this would actually tank. But we'll see what happens. Number 3, Cornucopias Raceworx Tier 3 in 2023. So Cornucopias are going to release different racing vehicles every single year. There's going to be some. There's 4,390 of them minted, it says. 7,000 all-time high sell and a 245 floor price currently. So if you scroll down here, they recently minted this month. And you can see they kind of dropped a little bit, which is normal. It happens with a lot of things. And now it's starting to take off. So it's at 245. According to this, there's not many listed. We go on to the wallets. The top 5 hold quite a bit. And I don't look at the wallet distribution a lot, but sometimes I do. So top 10 own 23 or more, top 20 own 10 or more, and then 23 and below hold less than double digits. So that's interesting. But you do have some good holders, and Cornucopias, I do believe in them. They're releasing their race game for beta testing. They either already have or they're going to very, very soon. So that's actually a ton of fun. There's a lot of hype behind them. There's a lot of people, a lot of projects building on Cornucopias when it comes out. So, I think these are pretty okay. As far as the floor, I think personally 150 to 200 is my buy spot, but we'll see where this goes because in just a little over a week, it's not really enough to set a floor, so it's still trying to find it. However, if it pushes over 250, pushes over 300, then it can actually start to do something. So that's what I would watch for here. Next, Tappy by Taptools, 10,000 all-time high sell and a 1,120 floor price. Very, very interesting. This was the one that the mint was really struggling. While I was sleeping, they came out and said if you own 5, then you get free lifetime access to the pro features, which I've said, for me it's not really a thing, but a lot of people love it. Obviously, if the floor price starts being bought up, then there's a lot of people that want this, and money speaks more than words. So that's kind of what we see here, 1,120. We're seeing the price dip back down a little bit. You can see it did stay over 1,000 over here, and now it's starting to push up a little bit. However, this does look like a move that's going to find some resistance, and that's probably going to be around 1.3 to 1.2K, and then we can see this come back down, and that will probably be somewhere around that 900 level is what I'm thinking. Could be slightly below, but that's what I'm thinking. So if you wanted to pick some up, and like I said, I can very much be wrong, but that's really what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it finds some resistance and comes back down, and that's where you want to buy it at. So that's how I'm viewing this. Taptools, I've gone over the wallets before, and a lot of people are holding a lot of tappies. So you had to own at least 10 to, was it 10 or 5? 5. I don't know what I'm talking about. So if you have 5, you have lifetime access. So if we scroll down here and see how many people own 5 or more, and it's actually quite a bit. I'm still scrolling. And all of these people, so over 300 people own 5 or more. So 352 people own 5 or more. So that's their lifetime access. 353. That's when you start 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. So all they have to do is add 1, and then they'll get their lifetime access. So that's pretty strong. Like, numbers really don't lie. If they're numbers that are actually concrete. So that's really what I'm seeing here. So strong project, and if you're looking to get in, I'm speculating here. That's what I am. I'm a speculator. But if you want to get in here, if you're thinking that 900 is the lowest, you're talking a couple hundred ADA. That's not really that big of a deal, actually. As far as the price now to the U.S. dollar. But if you're like me, just wait and and see if it happens. If not, whatever. But if you really do want in, a couple hundred ADA is not really that big of a deal. So that's kind of the way I would look at it, and it kind of depends on what you're looking for. So anyway, book token is number 5, the Gutenberg Bible. Gutenberg Bible came out quite a while ago, and you can see all-time high sell of 30,000. That's mind-boggling. And right now the floor is 560. You can see they came out here. They went on a crazy run. So they hit a little over 2K, dropped down, kind of chopped her a little bit, and then came back up to 2K, and then it came back down, and now it's just kind of been hovering. Came all the way down to 280, 265. So that's very interesting. Now it's trying to push back up. It got over 700 briefly, 600 quite a while, and now it's coming back down. You want to keep an eye on that 500, 450 level, and just see what is going to happen. Right now it's at 560. So 450, 500, that's not that far away, but we want to watch those levels just because, price can actually push or it cannot. So we do want to be aware of that. It can push, not what's most likely going to happen. So that's really what I'm looking for with the Gutenberg Bible. It's interesting. I think Book Token is a good project, and overall, if you're looking long term, with some of these projects, you kind of have to look a little bit longer term. And I don't think book token is like super long term. It's more medium term. So, probably less than a year. I think it'll really start getting more traction. And then this actual project actually does have the potential to onboard quite a bit of people. And that would make the Gutenberg Bible more sought after. So short term, it kind of is what it is. It can go a little bit lower, but medium to long term, I see this as a project that could actually, have a lot of things going for it. So I say that about the Gutenberg Bible. EarthNode, I believe that as well. It's more of a long-term play. It's not really a short-term play. But if you're looking long-term, it is a good play. So you have EarthNode, you have Book Token. Those would be if I had to pick 2 out of the 5, those would be my 2 picks. So take that with a grain of salt and always do your own research. What have I done lately? I'm really just been working on the back end of the Ada Inmates Alpha group. I'm having a ton of fun with that. Super excited about that project and partnership. And I think that's going to be a ton of fun, and it's going to be profitable as well. And, obviously that's going to be more a medium term outlook because, it's going to take a little bit of time, but I believe it's going to be very awesome. So anyway, that's basically what I've been spending my time on. I haven't really bought anything NFT wise. Like I said, I bought Risk and flipped it, just for fair disclosure. But I have some friends in the project, and I may or may not get back in at a later date. I don't really know. Uh, who knows? If I see a potential to make money, I will jump in. So I'll just leave it at that. I'm probably going to start doing Cardano native tokens on my Discord. So if you are interested in that, hop in and let me know. I'll link that down below. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. Have an awesome rest of your day. I'll see you around the crypto markets. Take care.